Okay, imagine this. You're stepping inside the world's largest museum, a true gateway to 7,000 years of Egyptian history. Today, we're going to dive into the story of a modern wonder, built to honor an ancient one, the Grand Egyptian Museum. Now, this isn't just another museum. The Grand Egyptian Museum, or GEM for short, is a project on a scale like nothing we've ever seen before. It was designed from the ground up to honor one single, magnificent civilization. It's a structure that's meant to stand for millennia, just like the wonders it protects. And yeah, it came with a price tag to match that ambition. We're talking over $1 billion to create this futuristic complex. And its location? Oh, that's no accident. It's strategically placed just a mile from the last surviving wonder of the ancient world, the pyramids of Giza.
As you walk in, the very first thing you see is him, a massive 83-ton statue of King Ramses II. And at 3,200 years old, he's not just some artifact. No, it feels like he's a guardian, literally sent from the past to watch over this new home for his civilization's treasures.
And you know that feeling of stepping into another world? That's completely by design. Entering the museum's huge atrium is this truly awe-inspiring experience, meticulously crafted to make you feel like you're not just entering a building, but passing through a gateway in time itself. This journey continues as you head up the grand staircase. And let me tell you, this is not just some way to get to the next floor. It's a gallery in its own right. As you climb, you're literally walking through thousands of years of history, flanked by these incredible statues of kings and gods, all leading up to a breathtaking view of the pyramids. So you have to wonder, how did an idea this monumental even get started? Well, it all began with a dream that stretched across decades, the dream of creating a modern, truly worthy home for Egypt's most precious treasures. For over 100 years, that iconic pink museum in Tahrir Square was the heart of Egyptology. But that beloved old building from 1902, well, it was crowded, its facilities were aging, and it just wasn't up to the job of 21st century conservation. The need for a new, modern home was becoming really urgent. So to find a vision for that new home, Egypt launched the biggest architectural competition in history. And the world definitely responded. An incredible 1,557 design proposals came flooding in from 83 different countries. The winning concept was just pure genius. See, the architects understood something crucial. You can't compete with the pyramids. So instead, their design creates a dialogue with them. The building is literally cut into the Giza plateau, and its massive facade is made of these nested triangles that perfectly echo the pyramid's geometry. It doesn't overshadow the ancient wonders, it frames them, creating this powerful link between past and present. But you know, a brilliant design is one thing. Actually making it a reality is something else entirely. The journey to build this museum and to pull off the largest artifact transfer in modern history, well, it was a 2-decade saga filled with some pretty immense challenges. I mean, just look at this timeline. It tells a story of incredible perseverance. The project kicks off in 2002, but then in 2011, it slams to a complete halt because of the Arab Spring. For a while, it really seemed like the dream might be lost. But it took this immense national will to get things going again just a year later, overcoming every single financial and political hurdle to finally reach the finish line. While the museum itself was being built, this whole other historic journey was happening, moving the treasures. More than 5,300 priceless artifacts from just one collection, that of the boy king, Tutankhamun, had to be painstakingly moved to their new home. But what's really mind-blowing is that of those thousands of artifacts, over 3,000 of King Tut's personal possessions have never, ever been displayed in public before. For a century, they just sat in storage. Until now. This is a big deal. For the very first time since Howard Carter himself peeked into that tomb back in 1922, the entire treasure of King Tutankhamun will be reunited in one place. This isn't just about showing off objects, it's about reassembling a life. Visitors can finally experience his world in its staggering entirety, just as it was meant to be seen. But this museum is so much more than just a beautiful display case. It has a brain, a massive, world-class conservation center where cutting-edge science is unlocking ancient secrets as we speak. Which really makes you think, right? How on earth do you preserve something as fragile as a royal chariot or a piece of linen after 3.5 millennia? Well, The answer lies in this remarkable fusion of ancient artistry and super modern science.
Inside the museum's 17 specialized labs, a joint Egyptian-Japanese team is making these incredible discoveries. Like, for example, microscopic analysis showed that touch chariots were built from elm wood, a material that isn't even native to Egypt. That one little detail completely rewrites what we thought we knew about ancient international trade. They're using infrared cameras to reveal lost colors on murals, and delicate Japanese washi paper was used to safely move fragile gold leaf. This isn't just preservation, it's a whole new chapter of discovery.
So when you step back and look at the whole picture, the Grand Egyptian Museum is way more than a building. It represents Egypt's national pride, a deep, deep connection to its unparalleled heritage, and a really bold vision for its future.
And that vision is already paying off. In 2024, partly because of all the buzz around the museum's full opening, Egypt welcomed a record 15.7 million tourists. It's a crystal clear sign that this massive cultural investment is having a real, tangible impact.
Just as Egypt's Minister of Tourism and Antiquities put it, it is a gift from Egypt to the world. This museum isn't just for Egypt. It's a new global landmark for culture, for history, for all of us. But the gift isn't just the building or what's inside it. It's the idea it represents. The exact same spirit of ingenuity, ambition, and incredible precision that allowed the ancient Egyptians to build the pyramids is alive and well in the modern Egyptians who built this new wonder. The Grand Egyptian Museum isn't just about looking back at a glorious past. It's a living message, proving that the legacy of one of the world's greatest civilizations isn't just being preserved, it is still being written.